Good evening. Welcome to North Dakota State College of Science. We are thrilled that you braved the cold to join us tonight. Your students, whether they be your children or next door neighbors or just acquaintances or representatives of your school district, have had a wonderful day working together. My name is Bryan Poyzer. I'm the coordinator of the Performing Arts here at NDSCS. I always give a little spiel before we start something because there's always that small group of people who have never been on the campus of North Dakota State College of Science, and we want to fill them in on a little bit, and maybe more specifically why we have music here on this campus. NDSCS is the second oldest two-year college in the United States. We are on year 116 and a half or something like that, which is fascinating and it's a wonderful place to be, and there's lots of stuff that's going on. Of course, the things you do here, whether it be on TV or the news, are very well deserved. We have wonderful technical programs. We have a diesel program that's amazing. Square footage, I think, is the largest in North America. We have nursing, we have dental hygiene, we have a lot of technical electronics and things that just amaze you on the technical end. But about 100 years ago, someone said, you know what, we also need to have a band. And at the same time we had John Philip Sousa putting together bands in our country, we had someone on this campus doing the same thing. And then 10, 15 years go by and someone said, we really need to have a choir. We need to have singing going on this campus too, to go along with those wonderful technology programs. And we ended up with choirs and traveling choirs. And we had groups in the 50s and 60s that went out and toured and sang every Friday of the school year. And then a lot of you probably even recognize Wildcat Singers, which we are approaching our 50th anniversary of the Wildcat Singers, which continue to tour specifically in North Dakota. We head out at least once a month and visit places like Killdeer and Velva, and we check in on these small schools, and we talk about our programs, but we also talk about how important it is to have music to balance out their lives. So for you guys to come here on campus, we are blessed to have you here, but again, also for supporting these busy young children, and no matter what things they are interested in school or when they do go to college, and I'm going to be quite honest, I don't care where they go to college, I don't care what they do after high school, but I do care that they continue to do the things that make them special. And singing, playing band instruments, and having that cultural enrichment, that's not going to change once they leave high school. So make sure when they do go on, and you guys up there have heard it from me already today, keep doing what you're doing because you got some special stuff going on. Now, why do we bring these people together? Well, your teachers are very, very special choir teachers, and they're listed in the program. And they know that our students are rushed around all over the countryside during the school year. And about 99.9% of the time, they are competing with other schools. And yes, there is a positive thing to that, but after a while, you realize that, boy, that's a lot of things on the calendar where we get together with other schools and just beat each other up, or come out of there pounding our chests saying we're number one. And wouldn't it be nice to have a couple things on the calendar that says, hey, let's get together with some students from other schools and let's build something. Let's create some relationships. Let's throw our cell phones in a garbage pan like we did on the way in here today, and let's build some friendships, let's build some communication, and maybe we're going to turn out a little bit better than what we see when we turn on the news at night. We can get along with each other, we can build something positive, and maybe we can change the world in our little corner. So way to go, boys. Honor Choir, you are representatives of your school greatly. Congratulations, all you young women up there. You again have represented your school and your region greatly, and we're going to hear some magical stuff here today. So let's give them a round of applause. While they're making their way on stage, we're going to introduce a couple people. First of all, accompanying the junior high boys honor choir is our very own from the Wahpeton-Breckenridge area, and special to us here on campus. She plays for the NDSCS concert choir, and anything else that we beg her to do. Please welcome up Karen Hendrickson. And our guest director tonight for the junior high boys, a very, very wonderful, I call him a young director, from the state of Kentucky, which we tease him a little bit about our temperature here, and what are you thinking, and why are you here, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm so glad that we have him up here. He came, he did some classes at NDSU, I got to meet Jeff, and North Dakota got so lucky because we got to keep him. We got to keep him. He is at the faculty at Bismarck State University. He got to hang out with these gentlemen today, do some awesome music. We're gonna get fired up, right? Right? Please welcome Dr. Jeff Stone.
It's been such an honor just to be able to work with these students today, and you know, I am quite used to the weather right now. This is my 5th year, and I like to say, even though I'm from Kentucky, which is where my heart is, I feel like I'm North Dakota. And I think after going through this previous spell here, I think I've kind of earned my stripes as well. And it's been 4 winters here, so I think I got that. And you know, I am from Bismarck State, and even though Bryan doesn't want these students, they can go where they want, you can come see us. I will say that. It's a lot warmer on our side of the state. It's like, I think it was like 80 degrees. People were swimming, it was awesome. So, Bryan was one of the first people actually that I met when I moved to North Dakota 5 years ago. Literally like 2 days after I moved here, I came across him, and he's been such a great friend ever since. And it's been such a great day just to be able to work with such talented students, which I've had the opportunity to talk about with them throughout the day, and it's been such an honor, and I always feel honored and humbled anytime I have the opportunity just to come and do events like this. I do want to just thank a couple of people. I'm sorry, I'm not doing a very good job with the microphone. Edit this off YouTube, please. Okay. I also wanted to thank the teachers, especially I know how it is because I've been in your shoes, and not having school for 2 days, and then coming and doing an event like this. You know, I think it's also very important if we could all just do this and give the teachers a round of applause for all their hard work. I'm going to have actually 3 of the teachers that are going to come up here to work with us today with some instruments, so I wanted to send a special thank you to Miss Gillen, Mr. Hatia, and Mrs. Kuntz. I hope I got all those right. I'm still learning North Dakota names. I think I did pretty well. All right, and then most importantly, this day would have been difficult without my company, so I do want to say thank you. You've been such a pleasure to work with. They gave you the best. I really hate talking on microphones. I'm really going to get to the music. I think that's what you're here to hear. But I just wanted to explain the pieces in which we're doing, and I'm going to take this, it's going to be less than 3 minutes, but I feel it's very important because I didn't have the opportunity to talk with the students about this today, but I want to tell you just a little bit about why I chose the set of music in which we're going to perform for you today. It's always a great opportunity anytime that you can sing inside a music ensemble. I feel it's a special opportunity when you can sing next to your brothers, is what I like to call them. And anytime you have an opportunity to do this, I think it's very important. So I tried to pick some songs that I felt would inspire hope for these young men, things that they could take with them. I can't promise the musical opportunities and the musical side of what we can bring today, but I do feel confident that I can bring a certain experience, or I can bring a certain thing that they can take home with them. Yes, remember, that's what it felt like. This was important. So the first song is called Keep Your Lamps Trimmed and Burning, a very old American folk song. And within this, what this song is telling us is that we should stand ready and be ready to help others within our life, to stand ready for when those moments come. The next song is called Time Heals All Wounds. And it's just a reminder for us to remember that no matter what we're going through in life, that life does get better. And I think this is an important message, especially at their age and when they get older, to remember that no matter what you're going through, time heals all wounds. Things can get better. The next song is called Gamaya, and it's a song that speaks to the power within us to create peace. You'll hear this in a different languages. It sounds like a lot of syllables. But all these syllables and these words are telling us that darkness, again, can turn to light. think that's also a powerful message. And then we end with Sisi Namoya, which is a proclamation or a belief that despite the things that divide us or the things that make us different, that at the end of the day, that we are all one people and all one voice. And I think this is the message that I like to give to them, and now this is a message that we would like to give to you. So I had the guys come down. So we'll keep your lamps. I have a couple of guys. They're going to sing with us. Should have got their names. I'm using all the technology today. So if these are your sons, say woohoo. That's your moms and dads. Okay. Ready for grandmas. All right. And this is, we have Tate, Paul, Jack, Clay, Blake, Gunnar. Is that right? All right. That's you. Eric, Hayden, Samuel, and JC. You can give them a round of applause. They're going to speak to us.
just a couple of things. That was wonderful, boys. All the schools here, we lost 4 schools that were supposed to participate, but because of inclement weather, they were not able to join us. So that's too bad. They'll be with us next year. But the schools that are here, to put this in perspective, none of them had school yesterday. None of them had school Tuesday, and most of them, if not all of them, were 2 hours late today. So they are coming off basically very little practice leading up to today, which is a tribute to what kind of work they did after Christmas and leading up to last Friday. So way to go, boys and girls here today, putting in that extra effort and then hitting it very hard this afternoon to put on this wonderful concert here tonight. Our next 2 people that we're going to bring up here, again, wonderful directors in their own right. Our first person, I'm going to talk about Ashley. I got to meet Ashley about 5, 6, 7 years ago, and it's a good story, so I'm going to tell it. I was down at music convention, and I was hanging out with a couple people, Matt Andreessen, Josh Argo, got some Double Lakers in here, might know Matt, and they were in a very, very lively argument with Miss Ashley, and Ashley was winning the argument greatly, and it was about music, and I walked up to her, and I've never said this in my entire life. I walked up to her, I've never met her in my life, and I said, how come I don't know you? Because I was agreeing with everything she said. And it's one of those things, and we told the kids here today, you make connections through other people, and pretty soon you're friends with them and you're sharing ideas. And to find out, that Ashley is a great director in her own right. She is now a Horizon up in Moorhead, was here for Horizon. But I never got to hear her play piano until today, so please welcome Ashley to the stage. And our final guest director today, also from Moorhead Public Schools, had a wonderful time with these young ladies today. They have been smiling, they have been having fun, but they've putting in a lot of hard work, and they sound wonderful. And again, all our directors have biographies in the program. Please read up on them tonight. And again, first time on our stage, please welcome Rachel Horan.
I'll try not to speak too much because I'm not super prepared and I tend to ramble when that happens, but I would like to first and foremost say thank you to all of the teachers who put time in to prepare these students for what they've gone through today. Fantastic level of preparation. It made my job today so much fun. I hope these girls had half as much fun as I did today. They were truly delightful, just delightful to work with, and we hardly had to teach them a thing. We just got to make beautiful sound together. And so I know that Dr. Stone did this before, but please can we give those teachers one more round of applause? And also, good introduction, Mr. Poyzer, but I gotta give a shout out. I have my own Ashley Sherbensky story. She was my student teacher when she was in college, years ago. And now we get to be colleagues in Moorhead schools working together, and I teach the 9th graders that she prepares in 7th and 8th grade. I'm so lucky that I get to work with her and that we've got to spend the day together doing this, making music and just having fun with kids and loving it. So thank you so much for your beautiful playing. And just a word about our pieces in the program. I'm actually going to switch the order a little bit. We're going to begin with Non Nobis Domine, a piece where we got to really just make beautiful vowels and really pretty sound, and you sound great. Then we'll follow that with Eya Eya, which is I will sing. It's a piece just about the joy of music and what it brings to our lives. And followed by The Land of Nod, which is the setting of the poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. And then we'll finish it off with Cedar Swamp. Thank you so much for coming and braving the cold and for supporting your students in music.